It is a zoo down there. It is a three-ring circus. It is the blind leading the blind, unfortunately. Those that lose an election are the first ones to complain. This has stepped tenfold. You have a bunch of Trump loyalists, let's be honest, Trump loyalists, conspiracy theorists, that are down there trying to find something.
It's been 7 months since the presidential election, and Arizona is recounting their votes again. Arizona Senate Republicans recently subpoenaed the 2.1 million ballots cast in Maricopa County and the tabulation machines used to count them.
There's nothing wrong with verifying all of those aspects of the race, the signatures, the folds in the ballot. This is all about how to make Arizona election processes and procedures even more perfect going forward.
And we are learning the controversial Arizona election audit is looking for bamboo-laced ballots.
Ballots being scanned with UV lights.
Anthony Kern, former Republican state senator, he was pictured on January 6th on the steps of the U.S. Capitol. He has been an active Stop the Steal advocate.
We kind of jokingly coined the word fraudit. These people came in and offered to conduct a free audit, and they're in no way like qualified or certified or know what a post-election audit should look like or consist of. This is a huge, big grifting scheme going on right now. So,
in the 2020 presidential election, Arizona voted for Joe Biden, the first time the state went for a Democratic candidate since 1996. But within days of the election, allegations of fraud and vote tampering began swirling around Maricopa County, perpetuated by then-President Donald Trump and his supporters.
This election was a fraud. If you look at Arizona, the biggest politicians in Arizona say there was no way you lost Arizona.
In January, the Maricopa County Board of Supervisors conducted an audit of equipment used to tally the election after allegations of fraud were waged by state Republicans. The audit ultimately upheld the election results. But now, Republican lawmakers contracted with Florida security firm Cyber Ninjas to conduct yet another audit. This is the first elections audit conducted by the company.
I thought we needed to take a closer look the night of the election. It was that close.
The ballots are hand-counted and photos are taken of both the front and back to evaluate the paper.
And then that'll go into a pile where another person is putting it under some microscopic cameras to check for the depressions where the ovals are filled in, and then it goes back in the box that it came out of.
it is untenable that this could be the new norm in our elections. It's always been accepted that we have election systems in place to ensure security and fairness. And we trust those systems, and elections always have a winner and a loser. The beauty of them is that if you don't like the outcome, come back in 4 years and try again, or 2 years, or whatever it is.
The audit will ultimately produce a report that will be delivered to the state Senate.
And if we find errors or fraud, what the state Senate has said is that they're going to use that to tighten up on the election laws and procedures for the next election in Arizona.
But many lawmakers in Arizona are worried that these recommendations will push restrictive GOP-led voting laws similar to those in Texas, Florida, and Georgia.
They're using this audit as their justification to suppress the vote. They're using this audit and these unfounded claims to be able to say, hey, we need these types of election revisions in order to secure our election.
This audit that is happening here in Arizona, I'm so grateful to the Lord for
we
bringing
need to step
me
up and say, hey, this is what happened in the 2020 election. We need to tell the voter, the best thing we can do is tell the voters the truth.
Well, I actually hope that we have this type of a process happen in every election. I think we need a process to prove down to even one vote that the election was counted correctly.
At the end of the day, I don't know what their report's going to say. All I know is that it's not going to be valid or reliable reflection of the election. There's people that are going to continue to believe that the election was stolen based on whatever the outcome of this situation is.
We have a winner number 9.
Where does this end? Where does this end? When does the 2020 election be put to bed?